Hume Band 2 Review, Honest Pros and Cons. Don't buy yet. In this video, I am going to teach you exactly what the Hume Band 2 gets right, what it gets wrong, and why you need to hear this before spending your money. Welcome back, everyone. The Hume Band 2 is everywhere right now, and the marketing makes it look like the perfect wearable. But after digging through real user reviews and tester feedback, the truth is more complicated. So before you hit that buy button, let me give you the honest pros and cons. Let's get into it. Starting with the pros. Pro number 1 is the battery life. The Hume Band 2 offers up to 14 days of battery life, a massive jump from the original which only lasted 5 to 7 days. That puts it ahead of the Aura Ring and on par with Whoop 5. And a 5-minute quick charge gives you a full day of tracking, which is clutch when you forget to charge overnight. Pro number 2 is the comfort. The updated Ultralux fabric band is woven from a smooth, highly breathable blend. Testers reported completely forgetting they were wearing it by the second night. No sticky silicone, no pinching, no sweat trapping. Pro number 3 is the pricing model. Unlike Whoop or Aura, the Hume Band 2 is a one-payment device. You can access all core features and insights without any extra costs. The AI coaching subscription is optional at $8.99 per month. The device retails at $356 but is currently on sale for $249. Pro number 4 is the blood pressure trend tracking. This is the headline new feature. It estimates directional blood pressure patterns from optical signals, something no other band in this price range offers. Now for the cons, and this is where it gets real. Con number 1 is exercise accuracy. During a 45-minute strength session, testers found the band topped out around 131 BPM while Whoop tracked into the 150s. That is a classic wrist optical underread during lifting and gripping movements. If you are a serious gym goer, this matters. Con number 2 is no display. There is no on-device screen at all. You cannot check the time or your heart rate mid-workout without pulling out your phone and opening the app. For runners and lifters, this is a real inconvenience. Con number 3 is no built-in GPS. The band relies entirely on your smartphone's connected GPS. If you run without your phone, you get no route or distance data at all. Con number 4 is activity detection. The automated activity tracking works well for running and walking, but frequently misses resistance training and yoga, requiring you to manually log those workouts every single time. Con number 5 is the blood pressure limitation. It cannot give you a clinical reading like 128/82. It only shows directional trends. If you need actual numbers, you still need a traditional cuff. This is a wellness device, not a medical tool. Now here is your pro tip. Do not judge the Hume Band 2 based on day 1 data. You need to wear it for at least 8 days straight to establish a true baseline health score. If you make decisions off your first or second day of data, you are working with incomplete information. Give it a full week of 24/7 wear before you even start reading your scores seriously. And that is a wrap. The Hume Band 2 is a genuinely solid longevity wearable with incredible battery life, a comfortable design, and an honest no-subscription pricing model. But it is not a fitness tracker, it is not a smartwatch, and it struggles with gym accuracy and lacks a screen and GPS. If sleep, recovery, and metabolic health are your priority, it is a great buy. If gym performance and real-time data matter to you, look elsewhere. If this honest review helped you decide, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below telling me which wearable you are currently using. See you in the next one.